Teresa look the fuck good?
Doesn't Carlos look the fuck good? Yes.
How did you get started to become one of the greatest reality stars of all time?
Carlos, it took me 11 and a half months to sign a contract.
Were you nervous about getting in front of the camera?
I kept asking Joe, I'm like, should I do it? And I'm like, is everything good with you? He's like, yeah. Okay.
When we were filming season 1, the families were very protective of what they were going to talk about.
Manzo family.
Yeah.
They didn't throw each other under the bus like how my family did, right? They had each other's back.
The biggest mystery of season 1 is the fact that who brought the book to the forefront, right? I did! No! Now why am I in it? You and Jacqueline were so close. Where did things go wrong? Ah, simmer down, tree hugger. Simmer down, tree hugger. Did Joe ever admit to being unfaithful in your marriage?
No, and I still ask him till today. I'm like, just tell me, fucker. And he doesn't tell me.
How were you able to find forgiveness in your heart to Joe? Because at one point in time, you blamed him for not being able to spend time with your parents before they passed.
Yeah, that was, well.
How did you snag Teresa Giudice's life?
I didn't know who you really were.
Yeah.
No,
he didn't. He said,
How long did it take Teresa for Louie to,
4 months.
It took 4 months?
4 months, yeah.
There's been rumors that Dina Manzo fell out with the two of you over some bad business deal gone wrong. And why wasn't Dina at your wedding?
She didn't want to be filmed.
What would you like to say about people who really think this man is using you for your money and that you need to wake up and understand that this isn't the right man for you?
My husband should have made me sign a prenup. Like, obviously, he has more money than I do.
Was there ever a moment when all of this tsunami of bad press occurred? Did you ever ask yourself, is this worth it?
I feel bad.
That's a really good question. And you know what?
Hey Raindrops, now before we get into this video, I want to talk to you about joining my community. Yes, my YouTube community of subscribers. So make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. It helps build the channel and build our community. I love it when you guys comment and post. So remember, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel.
Oh my God, you guys are
Doesn't
amazing.
Teresa look the good?
Doesn't Carlos look the good? Yes. Yes.
I'll do my Gia Giudice pose.
Yeah.
This is not posh fashion show, bitch, but we're gonna do something. Okay? Are y'all ready to have some fun tonight?
Yeah. Oh my God, this place is beautiful. I saw Andrew Dice play here.
No, it's good.
Yeah, I wasn't in this room. We were downstairs, right, babe? Yeah. So, hi guys. This is so fun.
No, I told you, listen. You are my friend. You're my. Yes.
Wait, guys, I have to apologize in front of all of you. No, really, because I made a mistake and I forgot to invite Carlos to my wedding. Like, I swear to God, like, and I really, like, I felt so bad afterwards. I was like, Carlos, I'm so sorry. Because I started the show with him. Like, I absolutely love Carlos. Like, I love him. But, it was like a crazy time and a lot was going on with the show and my mind was like.
Don't we know it?
Yeah. So I forgot. So I apologize, Carlos. I love you dearly. But like Jen said, he's like, when it's a true friendship. See that? That's what she said. Yeah. That's what I have Jen for.
Yes. And listen, what I said.
I do.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah. No, and what I said to Teresa is our friendship is not predicated on that, but I love you anyway. But give it up because she is the longest running original Housewife season 1. So listen.
Wait. I think Tamra is.
Season 1.
What?
Season 1.
Oh,
Season 1.
Okay, so tell me.
Tamra came season 2.
Oh, okay.
And we love Tamra.
Wait, and what about Kyle?
Kyle was season 1 too. But your show happened before theirs.
Oh, so I am the first one.
Yes. So with that, honey, I have a surprise for you.
All right. Thank you. Well, because I get confused because Orange County. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. So beautiful.
I believe in giving people their flowers while they're alive. So congratulations you are the original Housewife, season 1, original OG.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh my God, they're beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I love gifts. Yeah.
Yes. No, we listen. We have a lot of gifts. The tree huggers are in the building. Okay, and the raindrops. So listen, you and I started the Real Housewives of New Jersey together.
Yes.
And what I want tonight to be is this. We know what's happening all around the world and blah, blah, blah. But look, I believe strongly that it's time to celebrate people. And this woman has given so much to the art of reality television. Because I don't know too many women that can flip a table. I don't know too many women that could run down a country club in 6-inch heels. I don't know too many women who could push down Andy Coleman to get to another woman. You know what I mean? So we call her Teresa Tyson. Just so y'all know. But talk to us first, though, Teresa. How did you get started to become one of the greatest reality stars of all time?
I guess being real, being myself. Like guys, I don't know. I mean, I guess you guys have been watching me for so long now. It's like what you see is what you get. I don't know how to be fake. And like whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. Yeah. And yeah, I don't think about what I'm going to say ahead of time or anything like that. And yeah, I just go into the scenes being who I am. Like, you know, I don't like, oh, I'm going to say this, or I don't go after anybody maliciously. I really don't. Like, and it's gotten really ugly, our show. I can't talk about it. But it's like, you know, it just changed. It's not like what it was when we first started.
Well, I want to get to when we first started because season 1, baby. Let's talk about season 1. So when you were cast for the show, how did they find you? Were you recommended by another housewife that was on the show at the time? Like, how did it come about for Bravo to discover you?
Jacqueline and Dina recommended me. Yeah, they went to this salon called Chateau in Franklin Lakes, and they were looking for like beautiful women with the beautiful house, you know, the whole package. So the owner of Chateau recommended Dina and Jacqueline. And then they interviewed them. They loved them. And then they asked Dina and Jacqueline, like, do you have any other friends? And they're like, you know, they both said, oh my God, you got to interview my friend Teresa. She has these 3 little girls. They're so cute, the way she dresses them. And so they came over to my house and they just interviewed me right in front of my house, like as Joe's doing construction on the house. And Joe wanted no part of it. He was just like, and they talked to us and they're probably like, this is going to be good TV. You know, like I didn't know. And Joe was just like, whatever. He's like, whatever you want to do. I don't care. You know how Joe was. And that was it. And they followed me for 11 and a half months because everybody else signed the contract right away. You know, Carlos, it took me 11 and a half months to sign a contract.
Why? Wait, that's tea. Why is that?
I don't know if you know that. Did you?
Did I know that?
Oh my God. So I didn't. Everyone else signed the contract right away. You know, Dina, Jacqueline, Danielle, Caroline, I was the last one to sign. They chased me, swear to God, for 11 and a half months. They would call me every week. Every week, did you change your mind? Do you want to do it? 11 and a half months. Yeah. Yeah, so, because I didn't know what I was going to get myself. I didn't understand them. Like Jersey, it was supposed to be called Jersey Moms.
It was. That's
yeah,
true.
So I was like, and I'm like, what is this? I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I was like, is this fake? Like, what is this? Like, I didn't know. And then I signed it because Jacqueline, matter of fact, I just had her on my podcast, and this is going to come out next week.
That airs tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
that airs tomorrow.
Yeah, airs tomorrow.
Turning the tables. So Jacqueline, I didn't even have a lawyer look at my contract. I signed the contract.
Teresa, girl.
I know. Well, because this was before the legal stuff. So Jacqueline,
We can't be signing contracts, Teresa, without looking at the man.
So Jacqueline's like, come on, let's just do it. They're just going to follow us around, do what we normally do. And I was just, all right. So I signed the contract and gave it to Dina. We went to the FedEx box and she put it in the FedEx. That was it. Yes. And here I am, 15 years later. Yes.
What was your reservations about joining the show? Were you just like, because the thing is this, when Jersey first came out, the only Housewives that was airing at the time was OC, and New York just started to air. Atlanta did not air yet because I just wrapped Atlanta, and I got a call 2 weeks after wrapping Atlanta to do Jersey. So did you do your research? It was like, is this for me?
No, I didn't do no research. I never watched the other shows. I mean, what was playing on my house, like all cartoons. I had the kids, so like Dora the Explorer, all that. Elmo, Barney. Yeah, that was playing on my house. No reality TV. Yeah, no, none of that.
Were you nervous about getting in front of the camera?
No, not at all, because that was easy to me. It was just, I didn't know, I didn't understand it. I was just like, what is this? Is it a joke? I didn't know what it was. So yeah, I didn't know. And then I kept asking Joe, I'm like, should I do it? And I'm like, is everything good with you? He's like, yeah. Okay. So,
ladies, ladies, always make sure you check your man's bank account.
I know.
You check the safe. And that you have 3 witnesses before you sign something. Okay, girls? That's the advice.
So I asked Joe, is everything good? Can I do the show? Yeah, Trey, do whatever you want. Do the show. I don't want no part of it. He's like, he's like, you could film. I just don't want to be in it. He's like, because he really didn't want to be in front of the cameras. So that was it. I was like, all right, I'm going to do it with my friends. And that was it. But then they suckered him into it, obviously, as you guys all saw. Yeah.
So when the show first started, I remember meeting you, and I was so fascinated by you because you were just so down to earth. You were very real. Obviously, you were on a show with sisters who were married to brothers.
Right.
And then you had the sister-in-law, which was Jacqueline. And we'll get to Danielle in a second, right? But simmer down, girls. Simmer down, okay? Like the steak over at, okay? All right, so one thing that I don't think we ever talked about, because I'm gonna give the audience a lot of exclusives, because that's what I came here for, right? Yeah. Okay, one thing we never talked about is when we were filming season 1, the families were very protective of what they were going to talk about. Do you remember that?
Like, you mean the Manzo family?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't tell me. Yeah, you probably knew more than me. Obviously, he's a producer.
Ooh, is that shade? I think you knew more than me, Teresa.
No, they didn't tell me.
No,
they did not tell me.
When you were filming, because the thing about you were so transparent about your life and what was going on. Did you feel like some of your other cast members weren't as transparent as you season 1?
Yeah, I didn't know a lot of the stuff that was going on. They didn't tell me, everything. They really didn't. So, and I think there was stuff going on with the family that I didn't know because, because remember at the reunion, they all got mad at each other. But I have to say one thing about them. they didn't throw each other under the bus like how my family did, you know, right? They had each other's back. They did. They had the Banzos had each other's back. Like even that you could tell they wanted to say stuff, but they didn't, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I mean, I never thought my family would come on the show, but thought wrong.
This room is full of your family.
Yeah.
So you are in good hands. So season 1, Danielle came on, right?
Yeah.
And talk about a firecracker.
I liked Danielle. It was season 1.
Oh no, Danielle was everything. I mean,
we all liked Danielle.
Oh,
Well,
honey.
I don't know about everybody, but
honey.
me and him liked
Oh, no.
Danielle. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Teresa used to be like, no, this would be Teresa. So like, what is Danielle doing? Like, is she like, what is she giving you? Is she giving you that? I mean, like, is that what you want? Like, what is it? I'm like, no, Teresa, this be you. Because Danielle, any woman that enters the scene in a bikini and wedges, platform heels, to walk to her backyard pool, to sit in the sun wearing Givenchy sunglasses, you had me at hello.
Yeah.
So, did you feel like when it came to Danielle, was it like, oh, she is definitely right for this case?
Yes, definitely. I thought she was great TV. She really was. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. I know good TV when I see it, and she was definitely good TV.
So during that season, the book uncovered, right? So do you all have a signed copy of that book? If not, I'm selling it at my merch table. Okay, for $19.99. In case you want cops without a badge. Okay, just let me know. It's back there. How did you find out about the book?
Well, I found out about the book from, I think it was Dina and Jacqueline. Like they were talking, but they knew about it more than me. It's like everything was like, yeah. And then I really found out about the book when I flipped the table at that dinner. Yeah, because they all like, it's like, I'm telling you, because I don't think they wanted to tell me everything because, just because I guess I just say it the way it is. And maybe they wanted me to keep things more under wrap. And they were like a little bit more secretive than I was, which is fine with me because I didn't care. But then when I found out about the book, that's why I was like, wait, there must be something else. What like that.
There must be something else, Like, yeah.
And then the reason why I got really upset is because she was attacking Dina. And Dina was not I could see she doesn't like to fight. So I had to step in there and I had to do what I had to do. Yeah.
The biggest mystery of season 1 is the fact that who brought the book to the forefront, right? I did! No. Now why am I in it? Oh.
Wait, I swear
listen.
I didn't see. I heard he crawled underneath the table and put it underneath Danielle's feet. I swear I didn't see. I swear I did not see it.
No, look,
I did not see that.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But when one of the biggest mysteries, though, right? Because we're all fans of Jersey, right? Okay. So one of the biggest mysteries, though, is when Caroline Manzo at the table was giving godmother. And I think you understand what I'm trying to say here. Right? So it was I love Caroline, by the way. It was fascinating because the biggest argument at the table was the fact that who brought the book to the forefront. Danielle said it was Dina. Caroline said, no, me.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it was me. And, we're all like this, like, ah, right? Because it was very scary. Who brought the book? Was it really Caroline or was it Dina?
I don't know. See, they didn't tell me. I thought it was you. Well, all right. He put it underneath the table. I don't know. It was one of them. You know what? I never ever asked. I swear I never asked. Never asked.
Okay.
I never asked. I'm telling you, I didn't know about this book, like, because you know what? I think it was amongst the family. Things were going down with the family that I didn't even know about. Like, there was stuff going on that I didn't even know about.
Yeah. And I think in hindsight,
I mean, you probably know more than I do.
now, Teresa, you ain't gonna throw me under the bus.
No,
in
but
this
seriously,
conversation. You talk, cause you know she has a new podcast, right? Turning the tape.
No, seriously. No, but I really didn't know. They didn't tell me. Like they kept it amongst the family. They really did.
So the producer, so we did find out about the book, right? So I remember, I'm an associate producer. I'm like this young producer. I'm living.
We got to get Jacqueline here. Then Jacqueline was saying.
Yeah, no. So the book came to the producers. Like, it's this book called Cops Without a Badge, and it's like the biography of like Danielle Staub, her name was Beverly, right? So then I'm like, it's like the Beverly Center? Is it like the Beverly Hillbillies? Like, what are we talking about here? So I was assigned, because I'm like a book nerd. You know, I was a part of Oprah's book club and everything. I'm a scholar. So like, here's my ass at home on a Friday night reading the book and like, what did Beverly do? Like, what the fuck? Like, I was like going crazy. So then
Yeah, I think one of them found the book and then they read it and they're like, oh my God, what did we get ourselves involved with? Like, you know, yeah. And then they started reading it and who this woman was and like, why did we get this woman involved with us? And that's how it all, right?
Yeah, no, and that's how it all happened. So long story short, because the infamous table flip occurred. So remember back in the day on Housewives and how like in the early days of Housewives, like the finale was like this like all cast event, and you had the kids at the kids table. Like we have fucking Chris and Albie like at the kids table with like with a young 2-year-old Melania, you know, like. But like back in the day, you had to do that. So like we had this.
I know, and then I made sure I'm like, can the kids leave here? Remember?
Yeah,
I said,
it was true. It was true. So when Danielle walked in with her LBD, and for all the straight men who are here, all 2 of you, that is called a little black dress. So Danielle comes in with the LBD, and she brought the book. So as a producer, I'm assigned certain people. Like on Atlanta, I had Nene and Kim Zolciak. Right? Which is why my hair has fallen out. I have to paint it. So I had those 2 in Atlanta. So on New Jersey, I had Danielle and Teresa. Those were my housewives that I was responsible for, right? So Danielle comes in her little black dress with this big ass book. And I'm like, well, you can't walk in with the book, girl, because you're wearing an LBD.
Oh, so see?
No. No.
So Danielle.
No. So, you know me. Listen, I am, you know, ambitious. And I believe in being an A student. So I said, well, just hand me the book. And she said, but how am I going to like present on the table? And I'm like, we'll worry about that later. So she walks in, and the moment Danielle Staub walks in, the room goes quiet. So what you guys don't know is 20 minutes was passing by, and nobody was talking. So girls, guys, and gays, okay? Imagine being at a brunch where you're at the table and no one's talking for 20 minutes.
It was not 20 minutes.
Girl, it was 20 minutes. This is what they did. This is what they did.
So we were eating.
You were eating, and then you know Melania's crying, and then Albie Manzo was like, "What do I do?" I'm like 16. So we were like, ugh. They're not talking to each other because the elephant in the room was Danielle and her LBD.
Yeah.
So here I am again being the scholar, and I'm like, I mean, I think we should like, break the book. And they were like, well, how's the book gonna come out? And I said, I'll handle it, right? So this is me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe he even did that.
So this is the book, right? So this is what happened. So they're filming, and I have the book in my possession. So Teresa's at the head of the table because it's her event, and Danielle's right there. So I knew if I walk in with the book, guess what? I spoiled the surprise, right? So this was me with the book. So they're filming, and I walk in and I do this. So this is me. Yes, I'm in this position. Pause. Okay. So y'all remember when Danielle put the book? So what happened was I tapped her kneecap like this. Because that was code for bitch, get this book. So then I do this. She gets the book, and that's when she did this, guys.
Yeah, she put it on the table, yeah.
So that's what happened. And then Teresa choked on her lamb chop. Dina eyes bugged and said, these bangs needs to grow 2 more inches to cover my entire blue eyes. Caroline Manzo was like, oh, this shit's about to get started and I need to make sure that something happens because I am Caroline Soprano. Right?
Yeah.
And then listen, this is no shade. Jacqueline was like, it's about fucking time.
Yes.
Right, Teresa,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because Jacqueline was sick of that shit. She was like,
yeah, Jacqueline brings it, yeah. Jacqueline totally brings it, yes.
okay, so that's how the book came about. And listen, we have an amazing journalist named Dave Quinn in the building who wrote the amazing book, Not All Diamonds and Rosé. He wrote the book along with the amazing Andy Cohen. So this is in the book. So if you guys want to know more about this conversation, pick up the best-selling book. It's really good, okay? So I want to know that. Okay, so then the book's on the table. So when the book came on the table, real talk, Teresa, what was going through your mind?
I was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, I was shocked too. I was like, I'm like, okay, so I'm telling you, I really didn't know about the book. I really didn't know much. So I was like, when she said, no, I didn't. I swear. Guys, it was between Caroline, Dina, and Jacqueline. They wouldn't tell me everything because it was about they found the book in this library, right? All that. Do you remember that? I swear to God. No, I'm serious. You know who knows it? No.
Teresa, I'm not sure the New York Library has cops without a badge.
I'm telling you.
Now, I don't know. It was part of Oprah.
I swear to you,
I don't know if Cops Without a Badge was a part of Oprah's book club.
I swear.
It may have been Jerry Springer's.
I'm telling you, they told me I heard they went to a library and got the book. I swear to God. I'm telling you.
No, I believe you.
I was like, Jacqueline, you know who would know the truth? Like, really? Because I'm telling you, they didn't tell me. It was and Jacqueline would tell you, she would tell you the truth. Like, how they found the book, how they came about it. They kept me in the dark. It was between, it was all about the familia. I swear to God. They kept it between the family. They really did. Because I think with me, they thought, Teresa, they knew I liked Danielle. So they probably maybe thought that I would tell Danielle, even though we did have some problems. But I'm telling you, they didn't tell me everything. They didn't. Okay, so the moment that really changed reality TV history. Okay, so this is... See, and he doesn't even know. It's the truth. Oh, no, I believe you. No, I'm saying it's really, I'm telling you, they didn't tell me things. Because anybody knows, anybody Italian here? Yeah, okay. So when you keep it amongst the family, you don't share with everybody else.
Yeah, and that's how the blacks
my
are too.
family
We
doesn't
do
do
too.
it that way. But I'm serious. They didn't tell me. I'm telling you, they didn't tell me.
Oh no, I believe you.
Yeah.
No, and listen. In her defense, I know for a fact they did not tell her because Teresa's sweet and innocent. They didn't want to include her in that. And at the end of the day, was family. So here's Danielle defending herself. She's talking about what's in the book was not true. How she had diarrhea, and remember that she had diarrhea.
And there was a lot of stuff that I didn't know.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. It was I had to cut stuff out of my podcast yesterday because Jacqueline was talking and I was like, oh my God, I got to cut this stuff out. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff.
It was a lot of stuff.
Maybe one day we'll be able to talk about it all. And Jacqueline knows it all.
No,
She does.
no. So Danielle said she had diarrhea. She had cramps. She had a blood transfusion. She needed a heart monitor. She needed, she needed a lot of things. She needed an IV. It was a lot. It was a lot going on that night, right? So the best part is when Teresa decided, because again, that's when Caroline Soprano said, it was me. Dina's me. Lexi's me. Jacqueline's me. It was me. I did it, right? We're all like, well, that ain't what I was told, Caroline. But girl, you better run with this story, Bill, because we weren't told that. So then Teresa's like, well, I got to ask questions too. So she's like,
that's when I started asking questions.
When did you see red? Because up until this point, real talk.
I swear.
Up until this point, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna tell y'all this. We shot that show for like 3 months, if that, maybe 3 months. And Teresa was the sweetest thing. She was so sweet. She had Gia, Melania, the girls Gabriella, the girls were dressed alike, tearing up the clothing store, all that stuff, right? She was just this sweetie pie. So what made you turn, see red?
Yeah, Jen just said it when she said, Teresa, pay attention, please. I was like, well, yeah, I mean, I'm the type, I take it, and then, yes, yeah. No, but remember, she did a few things to me. Remember what she said to me at the dance thing? She goes like this, I'm not sure, she said I think she said to Joe or me, I'm not your wife, don't speak to me like that. Remember, that was one. There was three things. I swear, there was 3 things. Yes, she kept, and that's how I am. I take it, and then the smallest thing, I fucking go crazy. Oh my God, yeah. So wait, there was other things. Can you guys help me? So it was the dance thing.
Come on, tree huggers.
Yeah, come on. Oh, the Shore House, right. All right, so she brought this guy it was Joe's friend. She hooked up with a 20, yes, Steve, yes. So and then my thing is, I was really old school back there. I'm kind of more, I changed now. I'm more outgoing now. It's I don't care. You want to date a 27-year-old and you want to go f*** him, fine. F*** him. I don't care.
Yes!
But back then, I was just
everybody gets a 27-year-old.
Yeah. So back then, I was just, she just met Joe's friend. And then, I don't know, I just thought it was a little weird how she did that in front of my kids. And I didn't like that. But it's okay. I mean, whatever. Now I would think differently about that. But I didn't like it at that time. So that was the second thing. And what was the third thing? There was one more thing. What else, guys? All right, maybe it was
it was name change. Yeah.
Oh.
No, she said name change and yeah.
Wait, so then I think it was the third thing was pay attention, please. And I think that was it. That was the third time that I was like, that's it.
Did you black out?
Yeah, I felt like she was belittling me, obviously. And that's when I saw red. Yeah. And I just went, and she was attacking Dina. And Dina, I could tell she didn't want to fight and she couldn't defend herself. And then I'm like loyal as fuck. So if someone's attacking my friend, I'm going to be right there.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I was there for Dina. Yeah.
Now, being from Paterson, New Jersey.
Yes. Yeah, I've knocked out bitches in high school. Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I've knocked out bitches in clubs. Yeah. Because my ex-boyfriend was walking with this girl. I mean, and I felt so, it's like, I would never do this now. And you're not allowed to do this now. He was walking with this girl, and I just went right up to her and punched her right out.
Teresa.
Yeah.
Wait. So your boyfriend in high school?
No, well, not in high school. After high school.
After high school.
I got in a fight in high school too.
For what?
I was dating a Dominican, my husband. And this one girl kept going after him. And I was just like, no, he's mine, and like I grabbed her from the, Like,
you grabbed her hair? And did what?
We got into a fight in the back staircase, like in the back hallway. I got suspended. I mean, something. Yes, yeah. I went to Passaic County Tech, yes.
Oh. I didn't know you had a Dominican boyfriend. Go ahead, Teresa.
Yes.
My girl lit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been in fights before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you were,
one time I was in high school, all these, because I like this, the Spanish guy who's Dominican, and all the Spanish girls were pissed at me because I'm Italian. They wanted to be with him. So they all tried to jump me. And yeah, so I had all, so my girlfriend came and she pulled out. And they all jetted. So I was like, thank you. Yeah, so I almost got jumped and my girlfriend had my back. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have got jumped for like 10 girls. Yeah. But
so you've always been somewhat of a Paterson gangster.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to, but they I don't know. Everyone was, unfortunately.
So you were
jealous.
You were made to be in reality TV then.
I mean, I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah. So I want to talk about one more of your greatest hits because, and by hits I don't mean,
But you know what, guys? If you ever see your guy with another girl, don't ever hit the girl because it's the guy's fault too. But I was immature at the time.
Both girls.
I was immature and I hit the girl and I shouldn't have done that. That was so wrong of me. Like exactly the guy. Yes. So it wasn't the girl's fault, and I felt really bad. Yeah.
So when the table flip happened, I'm gonna give y'all some tea. So the table flip happens, right? So y'all saw me like hold Portia down when she, or y'all see me when I was doing Love and Hip Hop, how to get like, cause y'all know I love all the girls, and I need to protect all the girls, right? So when she flipped it, mind you, I'm like Whitney Houston. Who do I run to? I'm like, do I run to my talent Teresa, or do I run to my other talent Danielle? So I didn't. Well, I mean, hindsight is 20/20. No, I'm joking. No. So it was insane what happened, right? And then afterwards, Teresa calls me.
I know. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was afraid.
Yeah, so Teresa calls me. She's super apologetic. She broke some tables. She broke some glass, And she's like, what does this mean for me? And I said to her verbatim, baby, you're about to be the greatest reality star of all time.
I didn't believe him. I was like, no, oh my God, I never did this before. I'm so sorry. I'm like,
She said, no,
like,
Carlos.
I'm like, she really pissed me off. I couldn't take her no more. You know.
And I said, this will be played on The View. This will be played for eternity.
Wait, it was played on the Emmys that year.
It was played on the Emmys that I said, and mind you, I just rapped like Kim and Nene arguing about a fucking cell phone, right? So I'm like, oh baby, this is gonna change television. And sweet Teresa said this. You probably don't remember this. Am I gonna be a movie star?
I did not say that. I don't remember that. No, I swear I was really, I couldn't believe I did that. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I was very apologetic. And I'm like, and I could tell he had a grin from ear to ear. And I'm like, why is this guy smiling like this? Yeah. So I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Yeah.
How did your life change after that moment? Like when it aired? Because after you filmed it, you were still feeling regretful because listen, in real life, she really is a sweetheart. Like, all jokes aside, she's a sweetheart. When that episode aired, how did your life change? Because you were the quintessential Real Housewife, raising your daughters, taking them to every single dance class, casting auditions, all of this, the model calls, all of that. When that episode aired, when you flipped the table, what happened?
I mean, I live in New Jersey, guys. So it's not like I'm living in LA, but like, I mean, obviously when I went to places, everyone noticed me and like wanted to take pictures with me and stuff like that. But again, it's New Jersey. So it's not like it's New York or it's LA. It was different. I mean, say again? No, but it was different, guys, being in New Jersey because I live in the suburban area, so it wasn't like that. But I mean, when I used to go to when I came out with my book, oh my God, the lines were like crazy, like 1,000, 2,000 people waiting on lines to sign my book, like that. You know, that meant the world to me.
Y'all said Jackie was there. Y'all are so. Why?
Yeah.
Y'all are so, stop it. We love Jackie Goldschneider.
I really do like Jackie.
Stop
I really
it.
do.
Be nice. Thank you.
I really do.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's not fake. Like, I'm not fake.
Yeah. So what the thing that transpired, a lot of things transpired during the first 2 seasons, and then the third happened. But the first 2, you and Jacqueline were so close. Like, I was about to say, we used to call you girls Lucy and Ethel.
Yeah.
Where did things go wrong? Well, hold on.
It did.
That. Simmer down, tree huggers. Simmer down, tree huggers. But the thing is this. There's this, and I want you to clear the air. There's this misconception. And obviously, you and Jacqueline have made up. Things are good. I'm so proud of that. And I love, Jacqueline's the best. So like, Jacqueline's the sweetest, most kindest woman. A lot of people felt that, because this is what happens on some reality shows, right? Let me put y'all up on game in case y'all don't know. A lot of times when you're on reality TV, on an ensemble show of women, oftentimes one person emerges as the breakout star, right? A lot of people did say that no one predicted that you were going to be the breakout star, and that some of those people were your fellow castmates, and that during seasons 1 and 2, you had these real friendships. Did you feel like people calling you the star, saying, you know, this is the Teresa show, did you feel like that may have a little bit to do with the turn of your relationship with Caroline and Jacqueline?
I mean, maybe with Caroline. I didn't feel like that with Jacqueline, because like we were friends like 7 years before we, started the show. So, and not even with Dina. I didn't feel like that with Dina, but maybe with Caroline. But yeah, I mean, Jacqueline and I were really true friends. We really were. And I think what changed her mind, obviously, someone said it out there. Yes. And you know what? Also, she had, I gave birth, thank you. We both had babies together. And she said it on my podcast. It's coming out tomorrow. And yeah. So I gave birth to she gave birth to Nicholas. I gave birth to Adriana. And not in the beginning, but after a year, she was going through a lot with Nicholas. And then that's when she came on the show, thank you. And she admitted she got manipulated by her.
So when it came to Caroline though, like, was it, do you, because Caroline, you always saw her as like the big sister kind of.
Yeah, Caroline, I just respected her because she was Dina's sister, but I really wasn't that close to Caroline. Like I was close to Dina and I was close to Dina and Jacqueline. And Caroline, she was just always, Dina's older sister. So, yeah.
Simmer down, tree hugger. Did it? When it came to your marriage with Joe, right? Again, I was there the early days. Like you two were madly in love, so into each other. When everything started to come out based on, the stuff with the IRS, all of those things, right, that you have to go through, did you ever feel for a moment that this man who you trusted disrespected you to the point where you had no idea what was going on and he put you in that position because you felt like it's your job as my husband to protect me? And did you feel at the time when all this was unfolding that he did the total opposite of that?
I know he didn't mean to do what I know he didn't want me to get to, like, first of all, I was not involved in anything that he did. I thought it was 2 houses that I signed, but I only signed 1 home. He was flipping homes and I went to 1 closing. He used my credit. My credit was over 800. And thank you. And then until he ruined it. So he was flipping homes, and I guess he had a lot of homes. His credit was like out there a lot. So he said, "Babe, can I use your credit?" He's like, "I have to. Can you sign on 1 home?" And I was like, "All right." So I went to a closing. I signed. That was it. That's all I did. I didn't know that I was gonna get in trouble for that. Did you hear what happened to the judge? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Teresa is so bad.
No, man.
Teresa, you are so bad.
No, so anyway, so then one day the government comes knocking on our door and says, your husband hasn't paid taxes.
Wait, somebody knocked on your door.
The government.
They came to your house?
Yes.
I thought they sent a letter certified.
No.
They come to your crib?
Yes.
Are they?
Can I admit one thing another thing that he did about the cash?
The what?
The cash.
Go ahead.
All right, guys. All right, when I went to go buy the furniture, yes. Now, do you guys think I walked in with $140,000 cash? I mean, no. So this is what I had $200 on me, and Jacqueline had $300 on her. And guess whose idea was it to go like this? Yeah. So it was his idea.
No. See? So you guys are getting some, okay.
Yeah.
Now, so I just wrapped Atlanta Housewives, right? We all love Kim Zolciak, right? Okay, that's a little divided, but okay, I'll deal with it. I like Kim, okay? Leave her alone. Okay, so season 1 of Atlanta Housewives, right? So Kim Zolciak had this lover named
Big Daddy.
Right? Right? So, okay. So, Big Papa. So,
Big Papa.
Big Papa.
I said Big Daddy.
So Kim Zolciak will always walk around in cash and cigarettes and red Solo cups. But you know, but cash. So she paid for everything in cash. Remember when she went to the Escalade dealership and she wrote a check for $60,000? And remember when she went to the Sean Snow auction? You know, when nobody bought nothing. But Kim bought the bracelet and she called Papa, can I get this bracelet? You know? Thank you, Papa! Right? So I said, this woman's everything. So Teresa said, me and Jack are going shopping. I said, bitch, break cash.
So he asked me, do you have cash on you? I'm like, I have 200. He asked, Jacqueline always had cash on her. So Jacqueline had 300. So he's like, go like this. And then they show the calculator, 140,000. I'm like, so I don't know. So I don't know if the government came knocking on my door because of that. Or they came knocking because other people called, you know? But anyway, guys, Joe had a partner. I don't want to say his name. Joe had a partner, sleazeball.
That's his name?
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, so just think about it. I went to jail and not his partner. And I mean, guys, I did my time. I did what I had to do. But I never was involved in Joe's shit. Thank you. And he had a partner, so sleazeball, yeah.
We will wait for that Netflix true crime series to drop in 2026.
Like,
produced by Kingdom Reign Entertainment on TV.
I know. I hope they make a movie. I think they're going to make a movie.
Who would you want to play you in a movie?
I don't know. Maybe myself. No.
I could see. I'm trying to. Who could play Teresa in a movie?
Who could play me?
Melania.
Oh yeah.
Melania. She's a gangster too.
Yes.
Melania. Okay, so all of that happened. There's this infamous scene where you guys run a winery.
Yes. Oh.
And you guys are like, you know, drinking the Kool-Aid of the great wine, because that's what we do. And then Joe walks away. He gets on the phone and he says, my B word for wife, right?
Yeah.
When you saw, because we never talked about this. When you saw that on camera,
I was so pissed. I'm like, I think Andy Cohen called me. I'm like, my husband did not, because this is the thing. You know, when you're with your partner, you know what you guys call each other. You know, you guys call each other names. I'm like, my husband's never called me the C word. I'm like, I swear. I'm like, he's never. I'm like, you guys edited that in. They're like, Teresa, no, we didn't. So Andy Cohen called me. He's like, Teresa, I watched it. He's like, we did not, nobody edit that in. Your husband said it. When I watched it, I was in shock. No, I didn't cry. No, I didn't cry. He just slept on the couch for 2 weeks. I was pissed. Yeah, I was really pissed. I really was. And he was really upset too. And I'm like, I can't believe you called me in that. I'm like, you've never even said that to me. No, he would not.
He would never.
Louie doesn't even curse. Louie doesn't even curse. Yeah, no, he would never.
Did you? Was that? But going back to that moment, did you?
I was really upset.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't going to leave my husband for calling me the C word. Because I was like, how do I justify that to my kids? Because he called me the C word. I don't know. I was thinking about that. But he told me he was talking to his worker. That's what he told me. Yeah, he told me he was talking to his worker. And I mean, guys, I'll tell you the truth. I could, like there was two women that I thought he might have been cheating on with. Oh yeah, he was photographed in them. They were in magazines. And I asked those two women. Now guys,
You called them?
yeah. Well, one of them was his secretary at the time. And the other one was, I'm not going to say who it is because then, whatever. It's one of them was someone that he knew from his past, but I was friends with her too. And so I asked both of them, and the one was no.
Simmer down, tree hugger.
If you guys do your research, he was photographed in them in magazines. Yeah.
Don't give them context clues, Teresa.
Yeah. So I asked both of them. I swear I blatantly asked them, like, are you f***ing my husband? And both of them said no. Because my whole thing is, I'm sorry guys, if I was f***ing somebody, I would say, yeah, I'm f***ing him. Like, you should leave him, go be with somebody else, because he's f***ing me. So obviously, I would say that. I swear I would say. But both these bitches denied it. They denied it. So what was I going to do? Yeah, I swear I wouldn't have done nothing. I wouldn't have done anything to them. I would have just left them. I swear I would have. But this was my thing, and I'm being so transparent. Like at the time, I had 3 kids, and I'm like, what do I tell my kids? That I thought he was cheating on me? Like somebody told me? It's like I needed proof. Like I'm all about the proof. Like so or admit it to me or show me something. Like I wasn't just gonna take some or because somebody told me, like Kim D told me, oh, your husband's cheating on you. All right, where's the proof? It's like, show me the proof, So I didn't have no proof.
Did you ever find proof?
No.
Did Joe ever admit to being unfaithful in your marriage?
No, and I still ask him till today. I'm like, just tell me, fucker, and he doesn't tell me. I'm like, and he still fucking won't admit it. Yeah. He still denies till today, yeah.
Do you believe him?
Do I believe him? No, I don't believe him. Yeah, and like, it's like, just admit it. We're divorced now, I'm fucking somebody else. Like,
Yes!
Wait, guys. And
we love the D, Louie!
Wait, guys. I was never with a Spanish guy before. Oh my God. I said, wait, if I...
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. I gotta ask this question. Hold on. I need to know this. Because I've never been with a Spanish guy either. So...
You need to try one.
Is it? How is it?
So good.
It is?
Like, oh my God. Like nothing I've ever had before. So good. Oh my God.
So wait.
Like,
okay.
I was never into toys before. I'm into toys now. I'm into everything. Yeah, Carlos, I used to not like, what, right? You
say what?
I used to not like something, remember?
Oh, yes.
And now I like him.
You love that?
I love it, yes.
Because I would tell her, like, you need to, downtown.
And I'm like, no, remember?
I know.
I love it.
Hit it from the back?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, now we can exchange stories on that any day of the week.
Yeah, I used to be very very sheltered. I used to be a prude. Like now it's still. Yeah.
Whoa! Okay, so when it comes,
guys, remember first season? I'm like, blowjobs, ew. Remember?
So you like doing blowjobs now?
Yes.
Okay, but Teresa, now there's an art to a blowjob. Do you know about this?
All right, tell me.
Okay. You know how when you are going to driver's ed and you have to hold your hand on one angle and the other. What was it called, girl? Right? It was 10 and 2. 10 and 2. Okay, 10 and 2. Okay. So for all of us drivers here, when you're doing a blowjob,
All right. Maybe,
You have to understand.
You'll teach me some
So
tips.
you have to hold one at the base, right?
Okay.
And then you hold one at 10.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? And then you go counterclockwise. So that's how you say, you know.
Okay.
So, all of my ladies, if you want to please your man so that he doesn't fuck the secretary or the woman that he's in photographs with. Oh, Lord. Always know what, ladies? And some men? 10 and 2. Okay, so there we go with that.
Well, hello, we were married for 20 years, so I was doing something right.
Yeah!
And he didn't want to get divorced. I was the one that wanted to get divorced.
Okay, so then, you know, one thing I know about you is what you said. You weren't going to leave in the event that, okay, people are saying he's cheating, whatever. You and I had this conversation before, and it broke my heart. And I wonder if you have forgiven him today. Because one thing you did say was what Joe did forced you to be away for a year, and then you lost both of your parents. And one thing I will say about Teresa, I'm being very serious here. This woman adored her parents. I mean, to the point where we would the good old days of season 1 and 2 of Jersey. Do you remember this? We would film for hours. And we got Dave Sissom in the back who did audio for us. Remember Dave?
Yes,
Wave Dave.
Yeah, I know.
So the way the Italian family works, okay, they will cook pasta and all these dishes. And when it's time for us to go home, we would have to stay in the house and eat with them. And then her parents would come over and cook for us. Like her mom would like, hey Carlos, I made you lunch today. And I'm like, Mom. Like they were always at the house, and your daughters were so in love with your parents. And one thing I know for sure is the fact that God will always bless you, because in the Bible it does speak to honor thy father and mother. And the woman that you are. And this is not like we didn't film a lot with your parents because they weren't into like the TV. They supported you. What happened behind the scenes that you guys never saw was they were always over. She always took care of them, took them to doctor's appointments. And, you know, when her mom passed, her dad moved in with them, and you really devoted your life. And what I don't think people talk about, like, listen, we're having fun talking about 10 and 2 and, you know, country club and table flips. But what I don't think people really talk about a lot is the strength of a woman. And I don't know too many women that could handle that. Like, how were you able to find forgiveness in your heart to Joe? Because at one point in time, you blamed him for not being able to spend time with your parents before they passed.
Yeah, that was, I came home. Joe left 3 months later. And then my mom passed away from when I came home 8 months later. So after Joe left 3 months, my mom passed away 5 months after that. So that's when I knew it was over with Joe. Like, cause I was so upset. I was like, I blamed him for losing time with my mom. I'm like, I lost that time with my mom. And, and I know he didn't mean to do it. Like he adored my parents. He really did. I know he did. And now we're of course I forgave him. And I believe now. It's like I kept asking God, why did I have to go through this? Why did I have to go through this? Why did I have to go through this? But I had to go through all this to meet Louie. Yeah, and I really do believe that. Like, and I asked my parents, I swear, guys, I asked my parents to send me a great guy. on Bay Boulevard. I looked up in the sky and somebody said to me, they're like, if you ever want anything, you should ask your parents. And I never believed that.
Your parents. So if you have deceased parents, ask your parent.
They're
okay.
like, really talk to your, whoever's deceased. If you're close to them, you should ask them. They'll grant you your gift. And I was like, really? So I swear, my father passed away in April. And I think it was, June, I swear, like in June, I got a shore house at the Jersey Shore, and I looked up in the sky and I started talking to my parents. And I said, Ma, Papa, send me a guy that's everything you've ever wanted for me and more. And my mom always wanted a guy that treated me like a queen, that spoke so sweet to me, that didn't curse at me, wouldn't say curse words, because my father hated when he cursed. You know how my father used to hate when he cursed?
Yes.
He hated cursing. And I just spilled my guts to him. And then I swear, guys, 3 weeks later on that same street, that's where I met Louie. Yeah, I did. And I swear, and it's like, and I'm like, and then, thank you. And then I was like, that, and then I finally got my answer. So guys, if you go through something bad and you don't understand why you're going through it, just don't give up. And you finally get your answer. I got my answer so many years later, and it was because to meet Louie. But I had to have my kids with Joe, which I have 4 beautiful daughters with Joe. And, he was a great husband. You saw.
Joe was great.
He was.
Yeah.
He was a great, but I guess.
He's very old school.
I had my journey. I had to go through all that and have my kids with Joe and everything. And I know he didn't mean to hurt me. Trust me, he tried to take the blame. But then he said to me, he's like, damn, he's like, they want you more than they want me. Is because I was on TV. They wanted to make an example out of me. And, so thank you. So that's what they wanted to do. So it's okay. I did what I had to do. I worked out every day. I wrote my book, Turning the Tables. I did yoga. So I could, I did go to jail, but it's okay. I mean,
it's okay. There's a lot of past people.
But I did it with a smile on my face. No. But I did do it with a smile on my face because I knew in my heart, I'm like, I know I didn't do anything. So I was like, okay, there's a reason why I have to go through this. And finally, years later, Louie was my reason. So, yeah.
Stand up, Louie, for a second, please. I want to bring...
I love you.
Louie, can you come to the stage really fast? Can we get an extra chair for Louie for a second? Give it up for Louie and the Love Bubble. Okay.
Wait, guys, he's Mexican, Dominican, and Puerto Rican.
Oh my gosh.
So Latino in the house, yeah. Yes. If you've never been with Latino, you should try him out. But not mine. Definitely not mine.
So I need to know about the first day. Hold on, Patterson Posse. Thank you. I need to know this because, I have a lot of game. Yeah. So back in my day when I was single, I got my friends in the audience, Kamar, Terrence, Carlita, they all. Amber, Trisha, the girls, they know. So I have a lot of game. Because when I see somebody, they know I just grab you and say, you're mine. And we're going to that's what I do. Yes, and it works all the time. Because this the thing. Well, thank you. God has been good to me. I'm plant-based. I drink alkaline water, and I have a hook and a curve. So the thing is this. What was it? How did you snag Teresa Giudice? What was your game like?
My game was really simple. I was sitting, I had stayed at the Jersey Shore, July 17th. The day before I took my company public on the NASDAQ. And
very smart. Very smart, yes.
my assistant says, where do you want to go where do you want to take a break with the kids? I was a full-time parent of 2 children. So I went to the Jersey Shore. She rented a house for me. And I was sitting on the stoop and Teresa walked by and I thought she waved at me. And I'm sitting there with my son. I'm always with my kids, right? So sitting there with my son and...
I was looking at his white Range Rover with the black rims and I was like, oh my God,
Yes,
that's my...
Teresa!
I'm like, that's my car. I'm telling my friends.
That's my bitch. We like, is it rims on the...
No, I swear.
You are, girl, that's my own heart.
I said, I'm like, that guy has my car. I was telling my 2 friends, I'm like, that guy has my car. Same car as mine, the white Range, white Range Rover with the black rims. He had the same car as me. So go on, babe. He thought I waved.
So I thought she waved. I waved back, and then she's like, just looking at me like, what are you doing? My son looks at me, and she's like, your friend. They was just getting close to the middle of the street. So I just, Dana Fortunato.
So my married friend went up to him. Yeah.
And said what?
She said, what's up? What are you doing here? And then I looked at Teresa. I didn't know who you really were.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
Okay.
His son told him who I was. Yeah.
No, so my son said, Dad, you know who this is? He pulled out her picture on her phone.
So when you saw Teresa, you had no idea she was the iconic legend.
No, in that moment, no. When my son Louie pulled out the picture, I look at her and I'm like, you didn't tell me you were famous? Because then it all came together, who she was, being on TV and all the stuff with your husband. And so we holy shit, it was crazy. So we met there, and I have 2 business cards on me, and I gave Teresa one of them. I gave her other friend a business card. I was wearing a pair of shorts, just finished running. My hair was all messed up. It was very sweaty. And she goes, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm here with all these kids. And she's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a full-time father. I got 2 kids back there, 5 to 6 kids swimming in the lake, and I'm just here doing bored out of my mind. And we separated for we said a few words to get 5 minutes or so. Then we packed up my car. I was packing my car to go back to the house because I was down at the shore and I was telling my son, I'm like, let's just go back home. We have a pool at the house. The dogs are there. Let's leave. And then she walked by, we met. And then as we left, we pulled in front of Teresa and I go, Teresa, you didn't, what did I say to you? Like you didn't.
You said,
you didn't tell me your name, Teresa.
No, he said, my son wanted to know why I didn't ask for your number, Teresa.
Yeah. Teresa, yeah. So
yeah,
she said,
he said, my son wanted to know why I didn't ask for your number, Teresa. So his son told him who I was, and then he's like, "Why didn't you ask Teresa for her number?"
Yeah.
So he came up to me. He's like, "Why didn't?" He's like, "That's what he said."
So she shut it down. She says, "If I want to talk to you, I'll text you. I'll call you." Yeah, immediately. And right away, I was like, "Damn, okay."
So I was like, "We're out of here." Fun of him that I didn't give him my phone number.
Yeah, I didn't get her phone number, and we left the shore
because I was embarrassed to give my phone number in front of his son.
You never let me talk.
Let him talk, Teresa.
So we leave. My son's in the back of the seat, back of the car with his girlfriend. We had up home. About a half hour into the ride, she texted me, and she said something I still have the text, something to the effect that it was nice meeting you. Let's talk. Let's get together sometime, whatever. So that night I went home and
my friend texted him.
No, she went out in the shore having a great time that night. She gets home probably all sauced up around 11:45 at night. I'm in my backyard. I'm like, Teresa, right? So she called. She just texted me, whatever. Could we want to talk? So we talked. Her friend asked me 100 questions, and we were on the phone till probably 5 o'clock in the morning. The next day, same thing happened. We were talking, and we're texting a little bit. And I said, we talked again around 11:30 at night. At the end of the night, kids go to sleep. You're done partying in the shore. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I literally lived a really simple life. I lived in a town of New Jersey. I didn't, I had my kids, and we started talking that night, and then I had 50 questions for you, right? So
the first night I asked him 50 questions. My girlfriend was with me. She's like, "Let's ask him questions." I'm like, we asked him 50 questions. I'm like, this guy's never gonna call me again.
It sounds like a cosmopolitan.
I'm like, thank you very much. I'm like, he's never gonna call me again.
Yeah.
Then the next night he asked me 50 questions, so it was cute. Yeah.
So first night she asked me questions. Second night she asked me questions. The next day, I had a little pool party in my house with some neighbors, whatever. They were celebrating what I just did that week at work, and I didn't call her. And then so that night you text me, and we get on the phone. She says, "Listen, I'm not playing games. If you don't call me, I'm not going to know if you like me or not." I said, "Listen, I'm just under the assumption that you're busy, and you're this." Now I've learned about her. Now I'm like on Google all day. I'm like, holy shit, I met Teresa Giudice. You know, I had to call my mother, my sisters. One of my sisters was a big fan of Teresa, had gone to book signings and all that stuff. So she said to me, basically, if you don't call me, I'm not going to know if you'll like me. So I said, listen, I'm sorry about that, but I've been hurt and I didn't, you know, and you're busy. And I kind of I was like selling myself out of the situation in a sense, right? And then from there, it just took a life of its own.
Was it? How long did it take Teresa for Louie to, you know?
4 months.
It took 4 months?
4 months, yeah.
We took
Teresa, 4 months?
Yeah, but it was both of us.
Slow.
It was both of us, yeah.
In the gay community, it takes us 4 hours. Like, you're talking about 4 months? I need to know exactly what I did myself into.
Yeah.
Well, right away.
4 months?
Well, we got to, you know, we were dating. It was COVID.
It was COVID?
I had kids. He had kids.
Yeah.
We didn't sleep at each other's houses.
Our dates were walking, long walks, 5 miles, 6 miles, 10 miles. And then, and all we did was kiss. I think the first time I kissed her, we were walking the street up by her town, and I said to her, this is really funny. I'm like, do you know anybody around here? She's like, no. And I kissed her, and she came back. She goes, yeah, but they all know me. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. You know,
I was like, I hope nobody just took a picture.
So you guys got married. It was a beautiful wedding.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful wedding. I want you to address this because this seems to be lingering out there in the reality universe about the friendship you guys had with Dina Manzo. There's been rumors, and I want you guys to clear it up. There's been rumors that Dina Manzo fell out with the two of you over some bad business deal gone wrong, and then there's another rumor that because Dolores was going to be at the wedding and the filming was happening, Dina didn't want to be a part of it. Why wasn't Dina at your wedding?
She didn't want to be filmed. Yeah, and it's okay. It's okay.
Totally okay, yeah.
And I was totally fine with it. Yeah.
What is your relationship like now with Dina? Because as you've seen, justice was served, right?
Yeah.
Justice was served, and like you said, you and Dina was very close. What happened to where you two don't talk as often as you used to?
She just doesn't feel comfortable coming back to Jersey. You know, it's scary for her because of what happened, and I totally respect that. So that's it.
And so in terms of the two of you with her and the husband, everything is fine? There's no...
Yeah, no, you know, we're good.
You're good.
But she just wants to keep her distance. Like she doesn't want people to know when she comes to Jersey, and which I totally understand. I totally get it, you know. But like her and Adriana text, you know, we text and stuff
because she's
like
Adriana's godmother.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah. So and I totally respect it, you know. So and I understand. Like at first I was upset because she didn't come to the wedding, but listen, if I didn't go through what she went through, if I would have went through what she went through, I don't know how I would
really
feel.
Traumatic.
Yeah. So it was really damaging what happened to her. So. You know, so now I totally understand. You know, if I was her, I wouldn't want to come back to Jersey because it's scary. Mm-hmm. Like when she comes to Jersey, no one knows when she's coming here.
Good. No,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, Louie, I want to be able to offer you the floor because, you know, there's this cloud of just mystery and negativity when it comes to this marriage. You know, there's these, you know, accusations that you're using Teresa, you're spending all her money, that you know, you're thirsty, all of these things, and I'm sure you saw all this being said about you. What would you like to say? Actually, not you. I want to hear from Teresa though, but I'll get to you. What would you like to say about people who really think this man is using you for your money and that you need to wake up and understand that this isn't the right man for you? What do you have to say to that?
Obviously, who's it coming from? And we don't mean it. You know, we like see where it's coming from. You need to watch the rest of the season to see how it plays out. And my husband took his company public the day before I met him on the NASDAQ. So right there says it all. That says it all. My husband should have made me sign a prenup. like, because, you know, he didn't make me sign a prenup. He obviously has more money than I do. We bought a $5 million home, and he bought a home and put it in both of our names. Like, he just showed me the type of man he is. And not that I have to prove that to anybody, and I don't. He treats my daughters like they're his own. I mean, I've never seen a man, like, it's hard to find a Louie Rawless, let me tell you. It really is. No, he treats my daughters like they're his own.
I love it.
Like,
And Louie, do you have, because listen, a lot of men know this. The moment you step on a reality show to support your wife,
he didn't know that.
No, that's the thing. Like, oh, Louie, I'm sure you were like,
he didn't know this, Carlos.
Yeah.
I feel so bad
I know.
for
So
him.
I wanted to ask you that, like, without like talking about what's going on lately, because I don't want to get into all that, but just to me, it's more important just about you as a human being. You're being a single father, raising your kids, and you know, you're living in Jersey. You know, you didn't know who she was, so you fell in love with this woman. Was there ever a moment when all of this tsunami of bad press occurred? Did you ever ask yourself, is this worth it?
I'm sure he did. I feel bad.
That's a really good question. And you know what? I never really asked myself that question because my mother did and my father did. Okay, you know about this, right? So they both came and said, you were living a really simple life. Is this really what you want? And you know, Teresa's a special woman. She everything you guys all know is all true. She's on a TV show that she's in. Sarah, is it okay to say this? She's on a TV show where I found her to always be fighting for her life, basically, and always in defense. So the moment that before we got engaged, and I think down in Nashville, we were in Nashville, that whole scene over there, then noticing the real problems around her, I doubled down, to be very honest with you. And you know, I have two sisters, a mother. You know, people don't know this because people try to paint a different picture about me, but I am a feminist. And so when I saw Teresa leading her family, her daughters, what really was going on, and saw the place where I could play a role in, I worked really hard in my career, but that's also something that I wanted to find love. I wanted to find the right person, and when you find the right person, you can actually, as a man, basically, women want, and hopefully this comes out the right way, but like women want a man that's going to be honest, vulnerable, truthful, all these different things. But sometimes in relationships, when a man's like that, they weaponize that against a man. Okay, so I've gone through that in my life. When it came to Teresa, I was very careful when we first met. We were talking about that because I'm like, I told her that from the beginning, and she said, and you still say this today, I'm never gonna not love you. I'm never gonna make you not feel loved. You're always gonna be special to me. And so
I said, I'm never gonna hurt him.
Never gonna hurt me. And that created
I'm never gonna hurt him.
No, and she doesn't. You know, so that created she created a safe space to love as a guy. So yes, I'm masculine, you know, like any other guy, but at the same time,
I'm very masculine too.
Yeah, I know you are. Yeah.
No. But Carlos, he's been hurt before, so I promised him that I would never ever.
So
hurt him.
I get a lot of shit for adoring her, for loving her, for acknowledging her, and I don't care because it's our life, you know, like, and that's just the way it is. And she has a lot of. There's nobody. It's interesting because
I've never been loved like he loves me.
Yeah, like we're very close to Joe Giudice's family, you know, his brother, and you know, the other side of the family is actually really there for Teresa and the girls. And when I was watching everything going on, you could totally see how people that claim to be there for Teresa and her daughters were never there. And that's something that's you know, I saw that without even having a conversation with her. So my mom said, you protect her, you take care of her. My sisters were saying the same thing, and so as time went on, it got, you know, our relationship got deeper and deeper and stronger and stronger. And I take a lot of shit for being with Teresa. It's really hard to be her husband sometimes. It's not her fault, but I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly.
We love you, Louie. Give it up for Louie.
I know. He's the
Louie,
best.
ladies and gentlemen.
I know.
All right. See, are you guys having a good time? Okay. So look, as we sort of come to a close, right? I could talk to you all day.
I know.
I love the raindrops and the tree huggers. They are one blended, crazy ass family. Don't be sleeping cousins though. You know, y'all remain cordial. But as things come to a close, when it comes to your life right now, do you have any regrets?
That's such a hard question to ask. I mean, I go back and forth with it just because it's like, so it is very toxic right now. So it's like, I'm like, oh, but I mean, I guess this is part of my journey. So you never say no regrets, right? Yeah. So I had to go through all this, so right? You got to say that because, I mean, I feel like I'm still not I guess there's parts that I do enjoy. I'm still not enjoying, it's like, I'm not like loving it because it's like, it's still toxic. It's really toxic, So I can't wait. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on House of Villains.
Yeah.
So you know what? That was a fun show. And at first, I didn't want to do House of Villains. I'm like, House of Villains? Carlos, am I a villain? Am I a villain?
See, that's the thing. You know what's so funny? Because when I found out you were doing House of Villains, I was like, I don't think she's a villain. She's a force multiplier, right? But then I'm like, okay, well, she definitely knows how to pop her shit.
Right. So that's where I'm a villain because I flip the table. I go at people. So I'm like, all right. So I can't wait for you guys to see House of Villains because I think you're going to see, I think you're going to really see the real Teresa on House of Villains. So thank you. So yeah, and I met so many people on House of Villains, like people from Love and Hip Hop on there.
Yeah, Safari's on there.
Yes, Safari, and then from
Drag Race.
I'm from Survivor.
Survivor.
Who else? I was on there with Wes. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, Candy Muse. Yes.
Candy Muse of Drag Race.
I love Candy.
Yes.
I was on there with the girl, the other girl, the one from wait, what? Tiffany from yes.
Yeah,
Tiffany.
I love New York. Yeah. So you feel like that show really?
Wait, and there was Camille. Yes.
Yeah.
She was from
Yeah.
Badass girls.
Baddies.
Yes.
Baddies. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was so much fun. Yeah.
So that comes out soon. So make sure you guys check that out. That comes out on
Yes.
E and then Peacock as well. So at the end of the day,
I did 3 Super Bowl commercials. That was a lot of fun.
Talk your shit, Teresa.
Yes. So all that's fun.
Yeah.
Housewives, I don't know.
No, listen, everything happens for a reason. You're built for this. Before I let you go, you are in a room, probably for the first time in a long time. This room is full of your supporters. It's the tree huggers who hold you down.
Thank you. No, I mean, I do have to say, I've never been around haters, so except on my show, but thank you very much. Yeah.
So I want to say this because I have the raindrops, and the raindrops, we have a very special relationship, and I love all of them. What is it that you would like to say to your tree huggers? Because they be on Twitter, girl, reading the girls about your behalf, honey. And be talking to people, honey. And be reading the girls. So I want y'all to remain quiet because y'all queen, I would love for you all, the very special guest who paid to be here. I want you guys to hear from your queen how she feels about the support of the fan base that is affectionately called the tree huggers.
Yeah, I love the name Tree Huggers. So thank you so much, guys, for being so supportive and being my tree huggers. And I mean, whoever's been watching since season 1, I think thank you. I think you guys really know who I am. And yeah, I mean, listen, I don't take any shit. Sometimes I take it till I explode. But I have evolved throughout the years, right? I have grown and I've gotten, to be calmer, not as crazy as I was. But I think you guys like the craziness in me. Yes. But I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for always loving and supporting me. It means the world. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And last but not, one more thing, tree huggers. One more thing. We have Jennifer Aiden in the motherfucking building.
Wait. Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
So.
She's my ride or die.
I want y'all to simmer down. I got one more thing for y'all. Jennifer, can you just stand up, please? Just stand there.
Yeah.
Teresa. No, I want her to stand right there. Teresa,
yes.
In front of the entire world and the tree huggers and the raindrops, can you please let us know how valuable your friendship is with Jennifer?
Yeah. All right. I mean, listen, guys. I know everyone says that Jennifer has my back and I don't have her back. No. Guys, I absolutely adore Jennifer. I even said it in my confessionals. I don't know if they're going to show it. Guys, it's hard to find a real, true friend. And I swear, she's like she's like a ride or die. She really is a ride or die fan. I mean, ride or die, true friend. And that I would have her back no matter what. And I know she would have my back no matter what. So, Jennifer, thank you so much for always being there for me. I love and adore you. I love you.
If she goes, I go.
All right. So I would like to end with this. Okay, so
it's hard to find a friendship like that.
Yeah, no, I know how much it means to you. So you were able to express your love to Jennifer, to Louie, to your tree huggers and the raindrops, and I would like to express my love to you. Okay? I want you to know this. Give me your hand. I want you to know this. Okay? You are a phenomenal woman. I have simmered down. Can I have the floor, please? Me and her never had this conversation before, so I'm gonna have it in front of y'all. Okay? You mean the world to me. You are such a good girl.
Thank you.
You have not changed one bit.
Thank you.
You are still the same sweet woman who I met in 2009. Okay? And all you ever wanted to do in life, was to make sure your daughters were able to live a life where they never depended on a man. And we have Gia with law school. We have the beautiful Gabriella going to University of Michigan, which is a hard school to get into. I sometimes marvel at the strength that you have because you are oftentimes going through so many battles, not only just in entertainment, but personally. And that's why when it comes to me, you and I may not talk every single day. We may go months without talking, a couple of years just because life happens. But I need you to know as I look into your beautiful eyes, you are my friend and I love you and I'm so fucking proud of you.
Thank
okay?
You.
Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Thank you guys.
Okay? Make sure you guys download Teresa's new podcast.
Yeah. Turning the Tables. Yeah.
Turning the Tables episodes drops every Wednesday. And tomorrow, she has Jacqueline Larita on as her special guest.
And Kim D.
And Kim D. So Kim D and Jacqueline tomorrow. Okay.
I'm having my own reunion.
So make sure you guys like and subscribe. And subscribe to Reality with the King, honey.
Yes, yes, yes.
On YouTube. And listen to my raindrops. Y'all some bad mother effers, baby.
Yes, you are. Yes. This is so much fun.
And New York City, this has been a fun night. I love you all immensely.
Yes, love you guys.
Thank you all so much. I love you.
Love
Okay?
you.
Have a good night. Real Housewives of Jersey every Sunday, 8 o'clock.